on the issue of the president, our president's statement that to our people that Trump is coming, I think it was not necessary. Mr. President, that was not necessary. And you have to apologize to your people. There are other world leaders that are in solidarity with their citizens. These people send hundreds, thousands of dollars to this country.
If you want to develop your country, that's your business. You want to invest
in your country. Is it the kind of people you're supposed to bully? If these people stop giving finances to this country, you know what will happen? Okay, don't go far. Julius, the United Party headquarters right now, that 60,000 they received, they want the ego lended. Where it came from? It came from the president? It came from Stockton. So where is Waterspoon? He's in America. So if you call for the deportation of our people, it is not necessary. If our president, Mr. President, please, man, you have had over 40 years experiences, but I think the utterances sometimes not necessary. Please apologize to the people. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so kindly as well. Let's see who's here. 3 more calls. We'll go to our guests. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Julius. Thank you. I'm Emmanuel P. Pelosi, and I call you from
the defeated representative candidate.
Julius, this is Emmanuel P. Pelosi, a former representative candidate of District 14.
Okay.
I call you from my residence along the Wishotown community into community. Well, Julius, I closely follow your talking points. Basically, my attention is tuned to few issues. The first one has to do with Madam Rosalind Suakokoteni. Julius, I think I want to commend the president for sustaining Madam Rosalind Suakokoteni. I think it demonstrates a willingness to fight corruption. The only thing we can encourage the government, most especially the LACC, to do is to ensure that investigate Madam Suakokoteni. If there's a need for her to be forwarded to court, let her be forwarded to court. Let her have a day in court to proof of innocence. If she's guilty of the allegation, let her bear the consequences. If she's not guilty, she can go back and assume her duties and responsibilities at Luka.
Okay.
I don't think people should be afraid of facing injustice. And secondly, Julius, just to conclude, relative to the statement made by the president, I don't see why people should try to politicize this statement. I think the president, most especially relative to the deportation.
You say what people politicizing it?
Yes,
how?
Because the president, I think the president sounded very jovial in his statement towards those in the United States.
Oh, so he was. Was it comedy that they were on and they invited him to joke?
You yourself at times on
no, but not telling you me myself. I'm asking you. Pay Gonoti. Pay Gonoti.
Yeah, Julius.
The thing he was speaking about is it a funny thing?
Julius, you can be speaking to national issue that is not funny. At times you apply joke to it.
So you are speaking for the president that he was joking, and so he was joking that. Wait now, I gotta ask. So he was joking, telling the people to come invest in their country. That was joke. He wasn't serious. But you are saying that he was joking.
In the United States, and you cannot acquire legal documents. That. What is it wrong for people residing in the United States more than 2 decades to come and invest into their own country?
Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's take others. This will be the final one. I'm getting some interesting stuff. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you, my good friend and brother Julius. This is Izzy. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Go ahead.
Look, I always say this to people: we need to be serious in this country. We are waiting to see any leader that get into power to fight corruption. We will hail you because we Liberians, we are suffering. Few people just enjoying, and we have said this thing. We need to be serious to fight corruption. Don't get us wrong. Some of the decisions that he take, we applaud him for that. But do not be having somebody in your office. You even get in our office good year. The corruption started. we see no action. There where you're supposed to show the world to say you keep to come fight corruption. But you let that over, then you chasing the people around here. Yes, it's commendable. No, do get all wrong. But if you want duty, just do it.
Okay.
So not big pick and choosing. But lastly, wait, thank you. Somebody telling me or telling the Liberian people that Lilo will come out, particular president, and people grieving. Then they say that joke. That Emmanuel say now, a lot of Emmanuel.
No, lead the man. That the man view.
No,
that have view. That democracy.
No,
but I have view.
That is democracy. That's true. But president, what made what John we are used to be saying something? They say, oh, John we are, he's a leader. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to do that because leader can't speak that way. You see people grieving and you say, if you don't get even when he was even some places, look, hey God. Anyway, thank you.
Thanks so kindly. Let's squeeze in this female caller. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you so very kindly, Julius. My name is Mama Sikaba, and I'm so privileged for this opportunity. Julius, let me just be very clear that the president's statement was not diplomatic. Apart from being humiliating to his citizens outside there, he was being undiplomatic. You cannot speak in such a demeaning manner of the world's #1 president, you as a head of this nation, making Donald Trump to appear like a wicked person. I don't know who advises the president, but they need to be guiding him when it comes to making statements that involve other countries, so that you don't put our country into embarrassment. He's calling our people to come back to Liberia. That is a good call. But what are they coming to do? To live in the heat? To be discriminated? How many critical voices have they incorporated in this government? It is quite laughable. The president would need to speak with action and not just words.
Okay, thanks.
Another thing is, I will conclude on this note, right, regarding corruption. This government has no moral to fight corruption. There are a lot of cases that need to be fought, and the government is not even fighting them. How can the government be with the Minister of State who is involved in an alleged corruption, but they cannot do anything about it? How can this president be working along with the Unity Party chairman who is also involved with corruption? They're not doing anything. How can this government accuse the central bank governor of being corrupt? At the end of the day, there was no investigation, but instead they took huge sum of money and gave it to them.
Thanks so kindly.
Thanks
so kindly, filibustering Mayor Bluff. Okay. So yeah, our guest is in, but someone is telling me something very interesting that this person Francis Mia says the budget is being edited as said by the presidential press secretary. He sends a voice. Wow. Let's see if we can hear that quickly before we go to our guest. Someone else sent me something believed to be the budget. He said he downloaded it before they took it off from the website. So they put it that he took it from there according to him. But I will go through it later. So, but also we fire service brought in some. They said 8 fire trucks, 1 ambulance, and 1 employee's bus. That's okay. I've seen critiques on social media. Well, I am not a fire person. I don't know about which car supposed to be correct for fighting fire and all those kinds of things. So those kinds of things I can't talk inside. Yeah, I will pass on it. Cars are here. If they are not brand new, if they are used, for how long? Perhaps that could be the issue to talk about. But if they are brand new, what are the actual thing to fight fire or that? I don't know. I do not have an opinion. But it is a good thing that we have them here. And someone is saying thanks for your advocacy. You know, you always be pushing these fire things and all of that. So that's okay. So let's listen a bit to this video. Let's judge this person's claims if they are true.
Why haven't the finance ministry put up on their website the budget that was signed into law?
You know, in fact, that I can recall I had a question with the finance team because we're all concerned that the budget had passed. So what's going on? But normally, when the budget is a major document, when the legislature passed the budget, the financial team of both houses, they do some, I think they have to do some packaging and put it together before they publish it. I think it's still in that process of, that's why even up to now, most institutions, in fact, I can say all institutions have not received allotment because there's a process. The budget is passed, but the budget is a technical document. So once you pass the budget, they have to do the final finishing touches, printing here and there, editing, and before they upload that. That's why it is
editing.
That's what I'm told. That's why it's not been updated. It would not have uploaded. It would not have a copy of it yet.
What is the press secretary talking?
Have not received a allotment because they have to.
Thank you very much. I think you
That's interesting. After the president signs the budget, it is not the end of the budget.
The budget is a working document. It's not a stiff. It's not like a Bible that when you get the budget, you just read chapter 1 verse this. It's not a Quran that you just.
No, but if the president signs a budget that says $100,000 for this, can the Ministry of Finance go back and change that?
So the budget is not. If you
unless, I can't remember where, but unless there's a
okay, that was on Spoon Talk. Wow, interesting. Anyways, yeah, it's good. We have the thanks to Francis Mia for sending me this. Wow, strange. It's strange, very strange, my people. Editing after like pass it. That where fingering better can come from. Anyways, Wednesday coming, we'll be back here. Wow, okay. We have with us Air Orlando Boys, member of the Board of Trustees of the Liberia Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church. He was also secretary to the delegation of the LAC-UMC to the 2024 General Conference of the UMC here in the USA. A former conference young adult president of the United Methodist Church. Orlando, welcome to the OK Conversation.
Thank you, Julius.
How is life going?
Life is going good.
Yeah, I can see it.
I want to say hello to my brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers of the United Methodist Church and the Christian community in Liberia. And thank you for getting me on the show.
What is the latest? Because, and the reason we're interested in this is from the beginning, we started inviting people from different sides to discuss all that was happening with the Methodist Church. So it is important to also get regular updates in terms of what is happening. Where are we now?
Well, Julius, the annual section of the Liberia Annual Conference starts tomorrow. And to where we are, we are in a crisis mode. The United Methodist Church is kind of disintegrated in the sense that the things that have happened, and they are unbelievable. Any United Methodist hearing what has happened in the United Methodist Church, I mean, we'll be thinking what is happening to our church right now. Currently, one of the key reasons I'm in the studio is currently I'm being denied registration. I'm being suspended by the bishop as a
who? You?
Yeah, me.
Why?
So that's what I'm here to tell you.
Suspended
by the bishop as district lay leader and being replaced. Unthinkable, right? The bishop suspend a whole district lay leader.
How are people made lay leaders, and how are they removed?
So you are elected. The Liberia Annual Conference has 22 districts and circuit, 20 districts, 2 circuit. Each district elect their lay leaders. The lay leaders are elected by cross sections of members from that district, including laity and clergy. So we are elected by both pastors and members of the districts that represent churches on that district. St. Paul River District has 36 churches with a total membership of 29,000 plus person. And we went to the election of the district, and I was elected. This is my second term. I'm serving my second 2-year two-year term. So I have been representing St. Paul for the last 4 years. Based on my election, I went to the annual conference in 2018. I was elected delegate to the general conference by cross section of Liberians from different districts, United Methodist. So I'm properly seasoned in the United Methodist Church. So it's nothing to say. It is strange. You remove a district lay leader. And how I got removed is what I'm here to just let the public know, and then you will know where the United Methodist Church is. Because I'm not the only one that's being suspended. So, Julius, we have come from the general conference, and like you indicated, all the hoodoo baloo have happened. And so everybody quiet down. Bishop said we all should wait for the annual conference. We are waiting. So come December, I go to the district conference. I presided over my district conference. In fact, at that district conference, we invited the regionalization team to come and tell us what regionalization is. And I presided over that section, the district superintendent and myself. And after that, we come back from the district conference. Everything is quiet. On the 9th of January, I go to Radio Banga. And on the 10th, I go to Radio Kakata. And on the 11th, I go to Radio Bezo. And I announce my candidature for conference lay leader. That, hey.
What does conference lay leader mean?
Meaning I am.
What does the person do?
Well, you are the one who run the whole annual conference along with the bishop. Okay? You are the first lay person in the Liberian annual conference.
So people can vote for that?
Yes. Okay. So the same way they vote for me as district lay leader, it's the same process to vote for conference lay leader. Okay. Where cross-section of delegates from all the districts in Liberia come together at the annual conference and vote for the lay leader. So now I put my hat in the race to be lay leader. And Julius, you know me, anytime I come on this show, I come with evidence. So I have my letter dated on the 20th that I wrote to the nomination committee. And on the 22nd, I received a letter of complaint immediately there and then from 24 persons from the St. Paul River District Conference complaining me to the conference lay leader Toba Yenswa, the man who I want to remove. So they take the complaint to him that brother boys have been calling the church gay church, and his church got suspended pastor stay in his church and all sorts of things. And the way he wrote his recommendation, we're not certified with it, but we got to fix it the way other will be certified with it and so forth. So please investigate brother boys. So I received this complaint, and immediately we called a district meeting. And the district said they don't know about this complaint. But the people who send the complaint, they are respectable fathers and mothers of the district. Yes, we know with all due respect, I respect them. But then they send the complaint, and the district said they do not know about the complaint. So they come up. So while I'm sitting, and this complaint was received on the 22nd, even though the letter of January, after 2 days after I filed my letter of interest with the nomination committee. Come the 28th of January again, I received another complaint filed by Jefferson Knight, led by Jefferson Knight. They seen Jefferson Knight, accusing me that I carry suspended pastor to Ghana. I paid their way. I was giving the task force hard time on regionalization because I was championing against it. And my church is not cooperating and so forth, and all other allegations. So this complaint is there. I'm waiting to see what will happen. I go to register as the district lay leader for the conference on the 31st. I'm denied registration. So immediately I read a communication to the acting registrar, the district superintendent and myself, asking her why she has denied me registration along with my son. They denied me registration and denied my son registration. Why they denied my son registration? Because my son is the district youth president of St. Paul River District. Brother Yenswa is after my family.
Who is Brother Yenswa?
Toba Yenswa. The same Toba Yenswa he hosted. He's a conference lady though.
It was Clarence that hosted him. He's
okay.
How is he involved? How is he after you?
Because I'm opting to unseat him. And I will tell you how. This is not today's fight. And I've told him that, look, the way you are running our conference is in chaos. You are not doing anything to reconcile this conference. These people got different view on this whole homosexuality and regionalization thing. And you live in America, you don't live here. I'm going to run for this conference position. And he tells me in Ghana that, look, he and Jefferson now tells me, you will see whether you will run for lay leader. We'll bring charges against you. And they know I'm not lying. They said it openly. They both of them said it. And then one of my own brother Duple, openly asked me in the open. He said, Adolphus Duple asked me, you one person, what the church decided to sideline, what can you do? I said, okay, go ahead and see. So it was a whole plan in Ghana when we went for the Central Conference. They couldn't get me off the list, so they decided to go at me now in Liberia. Because I was a delegate to the Central Conference and the General Conference, so they can't get me out. So now they don't want my voice to be heard, or they don't want me to participate in the election, or for my voice to be heard. So they're coming out with all the plans against me. So I write the registrar, Julia. I ask her, Deconti, why are you refusing to register me and my son? And then she tells me,
let me just put it out there. If anybody is close to Mr. Nyinsua, let him know I'm reaching out to him. Claims have been made.
No problem. I would.
Yeah. So I'm also reaching out to him.
Yeah. So we go to while I'm sitting on the 3rd of February, Julius. I'm doing all the things chronologically so people can follow. Mm-hmm. On the 3rd of February, I received a communication from the Committee on Investigation of Lay Members, telling me first that they have received 2 complaints against me, and that in consideration of the complaint, the committee is asking for my response within 3 days. With all the 2 complaints, I should respond in 3 days. I say, okay. Which, first of all, is a violation.
At this point, do you know your accusers?
Yeah, I know them. I checked Jefferson Nike.
No, I mean the poor from your district.
Yeah. Oh, they are my. I know them.
Okay.
I know them. But again, let me register it. It is not an official complaint from the district. When they were asked as to honor what banner they do write this complaint, they said, we are individuals. So the way they want to make it like the district complaint, the district did not complain me because the superintendent said he doesn't know about it. The 3 of us who are lay leaders, we don't know about it. So I come to the 5th, my letter on the 5th, Julius. I respectfully reply the committee. Even though they're supposed to give me 30 days according to the Book of Discipline, paragraph 2704-3, they're supposed to give me 30 days to respond, but they gave me 3 days. They took out the 0 from behind the 3. So I replied them on the 5th of February. We have this reply here. And I told them the procedure that is being followed to investigate me as a lay person in the United Methodist Church is ordered by the Book of Discipline, and I stated all the references in the Book of Discipline. Because the key thing here is, Julius, before you investigate a lay person, you must start from his local church and his district. That's how the church runs. You don't just take me and carry me to the annual conference and start to investigate me. So I call their attention. While I'm sitting on the 7th, doing my podcast on regionalization, Julius, I come and I see this letter trending all on Facebook that the bishop has suspended me. I just got a letter this morning on the 10th. They just dropped it at my office. And this is interesting.
Bishop suspended
you? Yeah, it's a letter.
From what?
He's suspending me as lay leader. And suspending me from the Simpoa River District Conference and the Liberia Annual Conference. And he says, furthermore, you are prohibited from attending the ensuing Liberia Annual Conference in Banga, Bon County, pending your final determination. Can you see that? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm just being asked to give my response. I provided my response. Nobody get back to me. And in my response, I told them, the investigation is not at your level yet. So the people who send it there, send it back according to our Book of Discipline. There's law in our church. I'm not refusing. And I said to the committee, I respectfully agree to sit before you if this complaint is filed properly. Because it says you cannot leave my local church and my district and complain me anywhere. No way. But because they know that I have threw my heart in the race to be lay leader, they've done everything to get at me. And this is the letter. Any United Methodist hearing this, the bishop suspended the lay leader and appointed, and not only suspended, he appointed new lay leader to our district. How?
Now, all of this, you have, you're supposed to have some kind of convention or whatsoever taking place.
And tomorrow is starting.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow the convention starting.
What are the key things that should be happening in that convention?
Julius, what should be happening there? From my understanding of the annual conference, this annual conference supposed to be looking at three major things. One should be the ratification of regionalization, right?
What does that mean?
Well, whether we will agree to remain in the United Methodist Church as United Methodist despite the fact that the church have legalized homosexuality. And
you are against that?
I'm against it.
You don't want the church to remain?
I don't know that. I don't want the church to agree to regionalize the church to legalize homosexuality.
Okay.
Now, as to what I want the church to remain is a different argument. But the first thing is, if we say no to homosexuality, then we can say yes to regionalization. It's contradictory. And the both can say indirectly proportional to each other. It can't work. You can't say no to the legalization of homosexuality, and then you say let's regionalize so we can practice it in the denomination, even though in Liberia we will not do it, but we can do it in the general church, and we can be part of the church. We can support the church with our prayers, with our presence, our gift. We can ordain. How come we can ordain gay and lesbian as pastor? We can elect them as bishop. We can marry them in the church openly, and so forth.
Are there people, the hierarchy of the church, including the bishop, that are in favor of regionalization?
Yes.
Are they in favor?
Yes. But the bishop not hitting it, not anything different. And because I'm one of the key campaigners against it, I think you remember I've been on the station here before. I've been to other places. I've been to other churches and districts. I'm a key campaigner against it. Among the lay people, I'm the one who stand up against it. I have been championing it. And I will continue to champion it. I've said it over 100 times. It makes no sense to say no to homosexuality legalization. Then you say yes to regionalization. No. And somebody asked me, how you want to be lay leader and you agree to regionalization that the bishop agreed to? I said, because I have cited times of our number that this thing about regionalization, we should open up so it can be discussed, let the people understand. Julius, our people have not understood what is regionalization. Many of them don't understand. They don't know. The reason how I got to know, and I can confirm it, when I invited the team at my district conference, they came with nothing to share with the people, nothing to say to the people. All they did was to blast and brand people, make threats, and they walk away. They haven't said anything to the people. Right now, the ratification of regionalization is something that the people are supposed to vote on. They don't understand it. But now you are removing all of us. Julius, not only me. The bishop has not only suspended me, the bishop has suspended scores of pastors from the church. All right? The legs of the district superintendent from Wiyala district, he been suspended. The district superintendent from Gompa district, he been suspended. Yeah, the letters. Reverend Kopop P. Mondoro, the president of CWA, he been suspended. All right? The conference young adult president being suspended. Interestingly, I just heard that Dr. Nelson have also been suspended. Dr. Jerry Kula suspended. The chairman of the board of ordained ministry suspended. The conference secretary suspended.
Wow.
Everybody suspended. Now I am the only lay person among all the people that have been suspended that the bishop wrote in my letter, you must not come to the annual conference.
Oh, apart from you being suspended.
Hey, Julian, I'll show you the letter. You see the letter?
Let me see.
The bishop said, "Man, now go to the conference."
Let me read it. It says, February 7, bro, El Orlando Boys, district leader, dear brother boys, grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. have been directed by Bishop Samuel J. Choir Jr., resident bishop, Liberia Annual Conference of the United Methodist Church, based on the unanimous recommendation of the Investigation Committee of lay members, to inform you that you have been ordered suspended from all activities of the Simpoa River District Conference and the Liberia Annual Conference. Furthermore, you are prohibited from attending the ensuing Liberia Annual Conference of 2025 in Banga City, Bon County, pending a final determination of the complaints brought against you. Bishop is further directing the acting district superintendent that Brother Samuel Thompson, associate lay leader of Simpoa River District Conference LCUMC, act as lay leader. It is the prayer of the bishop that you will exercise the necessary restraint in these proceedings. Wait. I'm a little confused here. I have been director of an conference based on the unanimous recommendation of the Investigation Committee of lay members. Mm-hmm. Unanimous recommendation. Yeah. That means there was an investigation and they, hold on, and they concluded.
Yeah, that's how it looked like.
And they made recommendations. To the bishop.
Yeah,
good. To inform you that you have been ordered suspended from all activities, blah, blah, blah. But then it comes back to
thank you.
In the next paragraph, you are prohibited from attending the ensuing Liberia Annual Conference pending a final determination of the complaints brought against you.
Thank you.
So,
how?
I'm well, anyway, that should not be a question for you. It should be a question for the bishop and J. Joel Gu, Reverend, who wrote this. I hope I can have this person's number as well. What does this mean? Because if there was unanimous recommendation of the investigation, then it means the investigation is concluded and determinations are made. And so you are suspended. But then they say again, pending a final determination. So, but all of this, where does it leave the church? What are other people in the church saying? What's really happening?
Julius, what is happening now is that the issue in the United Methodist Church are two simple things. And not long. Legalize homosexuality and regionalize a church. That's all. There's nothing happening in the church. We say there are people who say no to regionalization. There are people who say yes to it. Everybody propounding that view. But right now, what's happening in the church, Julius, as long as you say no to regionalization, you're being singled out and suspended. Or you will not be registered. I'm telling you that they even went after my son and said he will not register as district youth president. So I asked the lay leader in a meeting. The committee that we set up to go and meet the bishop. The bishop said he doesn't want to meet with the committee. He sent the committee to Toba Yinswa. Toba Yinswa meeting with the committee and say, Brother Boy's son will not register because his church disaffiliated. When he just took my church 10%. So I don't know where the lay leader is getting at. That's why I asked him, if you want to get at me, leave my family out of it and going down to my church. So this is a serious thing. This church, this thing that is happening, Julius, I will tell you, people are leaving. 4 districts have left. Scores of churches have written that they're not even going to the conference. For me, I worry say if I even go there, how do I come and vote for me because I'm a district and depending on my strong who, they're leaving. But again, I can tell Brother Yinswa, any day they put me in front of the Liberian people in the United Methodist Church, I will beat him flat down, and he knows it. He knows it. So all these things he organizing behind the scene, I know.
So what are you going to do? What next?
Well, I have consulted my lawyer, Julius. I won't sit down for anybody or group of person to trample on my rights like that. And I fold my hand and walk away.
But just leave the
church. Like the Liberia. No, Julius. I can't just leave the church there. That the church can violate my right there and walk away. No. I have labored. I have worked for this church. I know this church inside outside. Nobody just violate my right there and walk away. No. You see, that's the reason why people, right, are treated the way they've been treated and nobody's saying anything. And I've said it over and over. For me, I will be Julius, you will hear that if me and the United Methodist Church will reach as far as the Supreme Court will reach there. They will pay for what they have done to me. Because I don't deserve it. I didn't do anything. Nobody investigated me in that letter. You saw what they're doing. I only informed the committee, go back and follow the right process. And I quoted the book of discipline. That all law. How you can, and look at the suspension of the bishop. You're not referencing any paragraph in the book of discipline. On what basis you suspending me? Committee investigating me on complaints? Where's the complaint? I don't even want to go into the committee because you laugh, Julia. I pay pastor way to go to Ghana to go attend conference. Look at that kind of thing. I giving the regionalization task force hard time for the people to understand what they are saying. Because you don't want to tell the people. I went to general conference. I know what is inside regionalization. I know it. That's the reason why they don't want to engage me.
Okay. Now let me see. Let me read out Tobo Nyeswa's response. I reached out to him.
What he will tell you?
He says, "Thank you, Julius. What are those claims? What is Brother Boss saying? You can read this out for me. The United Methodist Church doesn't discuss our issues in the public domain. We're an organized church governed by our Book of Discipline 2020-2024. We resolve issues as United Methodists. Brother Boris was suspended for allegedly violating church laws, and he is properly before an investigation committee of the Board of Laity. That committee voted unanimously and recommended his suspension pending the final hearing by the investigation committee." Is that two groups investigating you?
I don't know what they say. He said, in front of the committee or board or late. I don't know what you're talking about. But the lady don't know what happened in the annual conference, Julius.
I'm at the annual conference in Bond County. Please inform the people called United Methodists that our annual conference is proceeding well. Thank you, Julius Best. That's his response.
The lady just said that the United Methodist issue church, the United Methodist Church issue can be discussed in the public. You didn't see all the thousands of newspapers that were passing around on United Methodist issue. Who first went on the radio to discuss United Methodist issue? And now here in the bishop that called press conference on June 7. Is Tower serious? We came from general conference. General conference ends on May 4th. On May 7th, our bishop is on radio telling us that we will endorse regionalization, and if we don't do it, anybody that go on the social media or in the press, he will deal with them. That are the one who went on radio. Julius, when Tobo Yenswa brought a bishop in this country on June 7th, and he called a big scene of protest at the ST Nangbo United Methodist Church, when he put the bishop in front of the press and all the district lead and superintendent standing behind him, that I the one carry the United Methodist Church issue in the press. When Bishop went to ERBC, Tobo on the radio, or he was right on this radio yesterday or day before or last week.
Yeah, that's with Clarence.
Thank you. He discussed the United Methodist Church issue. When Jefferson Knight came here, what was he discussing with you? The United Methodist Church issue? When they sit down on the United Methodist radio every day and castigate people and say a whole lot of things, what are they discussing there? The United Methodist Church issue?
Okay.
They built a new tower to get the discussion far and wide. The United Methodist issue? Why are they picking on me?
Okay. Let me see if I can reach out to Madam Medina. She's, I think, a member of the investigation committee, right?
I don't know who the member. I've never seen a committee. Julius, I don't even know who are the members of the committee. I don't know the committee. Have never been set up in our church. I said it is newly established. You check in our in the outline of our conference journal. No investigation committee there.
Okay. Let me reach out.
So maybe they need to say when the committee was established.
Okay. Let me reach out to her. She has been following. Madam Wisa, welcome to the OK Conversation.
Yes, good afternoon, Julius, and good afternoon to Brother Boys in the studio.
Yeah, I understand you're on your way to Banga. You're going for the conference, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Now, I'm also told you're a member of the investigation committee. Which investigation, madam?
Well, there was there was a letter of complaint, and a response from Brother Boys to the committee. There was an investigative committee set up by the bishop. And at the conference, lay leader, Brother Tobot Nyeswa, had said, I don't think that the details and processes and procedures of these complaints and the issues affecting members or district superintendents or preachers or pastors are being litigated in public. So all I would say and suggest to Brother Boys, as a true born and bred United Methodist, is to perhaps allow time to heal, be able to engage. The issues are being simplified. Issues of regionalization, issues of same-sex marriages, issues of local laws, issues of the Book of Discipline, they're all being simplified. And it would just be important that we find a way to engage one another, and that, you know, we want our spiritual and theological growth.
In this case, madam, were you part of the decision making that has banned him from going to the conference, which of course could be a forum for engagement, all of that, and that is denying him the ability?
I wouldn't say ban him. The committee, like the message, the letter to the bishop, it was unanimous that he be suspended pending a full-fledged investigation.
But
I hope that Brother Boss will respect that and bring it out to the public now to say, you know, the United Methodist Church discusses its issues in public. I'm sure that Brother Boys knows that the church wants to propagate the faith, wants to propagate the unity, wants to propagate the methods that we use to keep laity and pastoral members together under the banner of people called United Methodists.
Yeah, but the letter goes further to say, furthermore, you are prohibited from attending the ensuing Liberia annual conference in 2025. So he's not just suspended from the activities, he has been banned. He's been prohibited from...
No, he's not being... I would not use the word ban. If he's been prohibited from attending this current conference, it's not the end of the world. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if you, because earlier you spoke about engagement, forum for engagements and all of that. If he's suspended from all activities of his church, and he's now prohibited from going to this particular conference, he cannot run in the elections and all of that, even though there is not a full investigation. But you all have made recommendations for his suspension.
And that's correct.
It sounds confusing to me.
And that's correct. No, it's not conflicting. That is correct. A suspension pending a full investigation is a process, and I hope that Brother Boys would respect that procedure and not bring the office of the bishop into disrepute. To say, can you imagine the bishop suspends me? You know, they think what worries us now is what is secular. What we do in the larger society is what we've taken to church.
No, but madam,
and I want to let you know,
you have what you call your book of discipline. Which of the counts there did he violate, and on what grounds in that book was he suspended and prohibited?
I wouldn't go into the details because I'm sure Brother Boys himself knows that he wrote this letter and he cast aside the same book of discipline that it is now outdated. Yet it is the same book of discipline that he chose to reference. In his own response, he says this book of discipline of 2016 is now outdated by 2024 December. But it's the same book of discipline that he's referencing for different paragraphs. So let's not go into the details of that. And I'm saying to you, I find it's most unfortunate because Brother Boys has been a very a good member of the church, the congregation, going through youth, young adults, and into the fellowship of the United Methodist Church and growing in the district. So it's rather unfortunate that we get to the point where now you take one issue, you simplify it. That you would say, for example, regionalization is not understood by many. I was not at the conference, I was not at the general conference, but the report came as synthesis of the report, not the full report. I haven't seen the full report. And the issue of regionalization was explained to us by the bishop at a board meeting of the United Methodist University. And I understood it and said to the bishop, this is a very technical matter. It's like going through a constitutional referendum, because basically what the global conference is saying to its worldwide membership, now that we do not want an American-centric dominance of the church, go into your regions. If you agree that you will make decision by the region and taking into account the sensitivities of culture and different ways of life, go into your different churches and local churches and regional bodies. So we have the West and Central Africa Conference. Be able to discuss this and make a proposal if you want to be able to vote in regional blocks.
But madam,
that's basically what it is.
No, so that tells me you are in agreement, but there are others that are not in agreement, and these people that are not in agreement, a whole lot of them have been suspended. Some have have voluntarily left the church. This particular conference, wasn't it supposed to be that forum for the disagreements, the different ideas to come to the table? But if you are allegedly, I mean, when I say you, I mean the Methodist Church is suspending a lot of these people with different views, then it is like you are one just a particular view to suffice, isn't it?
No, again, Julius, I would say to you and those who are listening, to all of us in Radio Land, when we simplify the issues, then you can pass around with a touch of a brush and just brush some things away. That those who do not agree then are being suspended. But in your disagreement, how are you going about that? If you're showing total disrespect, disregard, disdain for processes and procedures, that's where the problem is. It's not so much so as your disagreement or your determination to see one point of view. Again, I've had the occasion to say, when people say the United Methodist Church would allow gay marriage in Liberia, that is so far from the reality. Okay. Our laws in Liberia are very clear. The Book of Discipline is very clear in its opening preamble. All United Methodist churches must respect local laws.
Okay, but in this case, if a gay bishop or pastor was coming from the U.S. coming to the Liberia annual conference, you will not be able to prevent that person.
Julius, you will kindly hold on. You kindly hold on.
Sure.
So if the Book of Discipline says respect local laws, so therefore our local laws criminalize sodomy. Our local laws say marriage is between a man and a woman. That has not changed. You can be a Catholic, you can be a Presbyterian, you can be a Methodist, you can be a Baptist, you can be a Lutheran, you can have all these worldly affiliations. But at the end of the day, your local laws say marriage is between a man and a woman. Do not go, cutting it and flowering it all up. That's where the problem is.
So I would like that, and this is the final question because we are running out of time. If an openly gay bishop or pastor or whosoever from the U.S. or other countries came to Liberia for revivals or conferences or whatsoever, they are going to be allowed, right?
I wouldn't want to speak to the hypothetical.
Okay, thanks.
I don't want to speak to the hypothetical because again, we just had our partnership in the First United Methodist Church. We had a partnership with Troy United Methodist Church. We had a pastor in a delegation of about 5 join us at church, You don't ask them, what do you believe from this general conference or that conference or the other. She came to preach, and she preached on the theme, hope is alive.
Okay.
Now, that's what we took from there yesterday.
Thanks so kindly, madam, and wish you all the best in Banga. Okay, that's Madam Medina Wise, part of the investigation committee. Just listen to her. It was important to hear from that side, all of them.
So you heard you see now what's happening. You see now what's happening, and they say we can discuss the church issue on radio. That thing what she was discussing now on radio. I bet she discussing regionalization. It's not on the radio. These are just all deceived. They're deceiving the people. And for Sis Medina to be on the radio telling me, I'm gonna just wait, I'm gonna exercise patience, I'm gonna understand, and we won't have dialogue. Dialogue where? Did you call me? You on a committee, Sis Medina, you are loyal. You are reputable Liberian. You all committee. They put you there. Did you call me to a committee before you suspend me? Did you even give me the letter that you sent to the bishop recommending my suspension on what basis? You are part of the people that are violating people's rights in this church. Everybody listen to you just now. They ask you now, when gay pastor come here or gay bishop, they can preach on your pulpit, you say that hypothetical. What you call hypothetical? That's the reality, Julia. That's what you call it hypothetical. And then she say the definition of marriage, that one man, one woman, the other one are whitewash. What she call whitewash? It's in the book of discipline, paragraph 162. D, marriage is there. What you call whitewash? We are the one who put it there. And Julia, the book of discipline 2024 governs all of us right now. You can change it. The book of discipline is up. And for your information, and let me give you a whole set of the paragraph that talk about legalization of homosexuality. When you get a chance, read them. I've put it in order for you. Read it. So nobody can say they say. We got over 13, 14 provisions in the book of discipline that legalize same-sex activity.
Okay, let me read quickly.
All right.
Book of Discipline, page 162. The social community. B, single people. We celebrate the contributions of single people and respect all social practices and that discriminate against them or subject them to bias and prejudice. We respect the decisions of single people regarding marriage, and we affirm the many ways in which blah 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 blah. C, homosexuality. We affirm homosexuality as a sacred gift and acknowledge that sexual intimacy contributes to fostering the emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being of individuals and to nurturing healthy sexual relationships that are grounded in love, care, and respect. Homosexuality is a healthy and natural part of life that is expressed in wonderfully diverse ways from birth to death. It is shaped by a combination of nature and nurture, heredity and genetic factors on the one hand, and childhood development and environment on the other. We further honor the diversity of choices and vocations in relation to sexuality, such as celibacy, marriage, and singleness. We support the rights of all people to exercise personal consent in sexual relationships, to make decisions about their own bodies, and be supported in those decisions, to receive comprehensive sexual education and to be free from sexual exploitation and violence, and to have access to adequate sexual health care. D, marriage. Within the church, we affirm marriage as a sacred, lifelong covenant that brings two people of faith, an adult man and woman of consenting age, or two adult persons of consenting age, into union with one another and into deeper relationship with God and the religious community. While the United Methodist Church does not recognize marriage as a sacrament, I thought marriage was supposed to be sacrament before in the Methodist Church.
No, they're not sacrament anymore.
Catholics, Methodists, they are sacraments.
They're not sacrament in our church.
Okay. While the United Methodist Church does not recognize marriage as a sacrament, we celebrate and cherish this union as an expression of a couple's faith, grounded in their relationship with God and one another. Marriage does reflect a continued willingness to grow together in Christ and a commitment to cultivate a covenantal bond that encompasses intimacy, grace, and love. As members of the larger society, we also affirm the importance of civil marriage, the legal recognition of domestic unions by the state. Such legal marriage recognition is vital for guaranteeing family stability and the orderly regulation of inheritances and for providing assurances of spouses, blah, blah, blah. Polygamy, number 2, under social principles. We cannot endorse the practice of polygamy, which entails living in relationship with multiple spouses. Nonetheless, we acknowledge that the forced dissolution of such relationships presents significant problems. All too often, the women and children forced out of polygamous relationships find themselves cast into abject poverty with no means of support. We therefore urge church leaders, when dealing with the dissolution of polygamous relationships, to exercise the utmost care and to prioritize considerations. Blah blah blah. So marriage now is between 2 consenting adults, and not
in the United Methodist Church. And says Madina telling us here that word watch. You see, for me, when I heard, I didn't know, because Julius, in the United Methodist Church, nobody can tell you say we know about any committee on investigation for lay people. They only set up their committee to get at me. When I heard that says Madina were on that committee, I was like, okay, I sure something good will come out of the committee. And just so you are talking, you look at my rights and tell me, say I'm on that. So you, who the committee who investigated me, what did you recommend? You say they must suspend me while investigation is ongoing. When you do not have the power to do it, do you recommend to the bishop to suspend? I'm sitting as a district lay leader with no regard to the church law. I was never elected by bishop. I was not elected by anybody besides the people of St. Paul River District Conference, and they are the only one who can remove me.
Okay.
So how can you now say, Brother Bosch, you exercise patience? He not barred from the church. They barred me because they know that I will beat Tobo flat down as lay leader. Julius, I show you the thing when I started on January 20th when I wrote a letter to the committee that I want to run for lay leader. That's all.
Okay,
that's all.
Let's take a few calls. Our next guests are here. 777-700-995, 555-995-995 are the numbers to call. The issues of the United Methodist Church. Continue. Let's hear from this person. Welcome. What's her name?
Good evening, Julius. How are you?
Yes, what's her name?
Am I fair there?
Now, man, leave that one. We got enough now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You know, we got to do this thing, my brother. This is P. Jiplin Yeswa, the lay leader representing the Georgia Part of United Methodist Church at the Cedar of Labrador Conference in Bangor. Thank you so much for hosting my brother, my young brother, on the radio discussing the issue. But it's quite unfortunate. Julius, you got to know that the lay leader of the church is supervised by the district lay leader. The district lay leader is supervised by the conference lay leader. So once you understand that the conference lay leader is the direct supervisor of the district lay leader. That's fact about that. And the members of this district, St. Paul River District Conference.
And so does that mean they can suspend him and prohibit him from going to the conference?
Bishop has the absolute authority to suspend.
Granted by what?
By the book of discipline.
Can you quote it? Can you leave it? Can you quote that portion?
You can't tell me I'm lying, boy. Young brother, you got to take it back. Leave
that one.
Traditionally, you should take it back.
No, let leave the traditional business.
So can you say that to me on the public radio?
Can you
do that?
Can you quote that part?
No, I could have quoted that, but yet I'm driving, leaving from I just completed my registration.
Can I give you time to send that to me?
Of course, yes.
Okay,
if I park on the vehicle, I will scream it and send it to your WhatsApp.
Yeah, quickly.
Thank you.
I come in. Hello? Go ahead. Okay, thanks. So let's take a few more. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Julius J.
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Patrick G. Walker. I'm calling from Monrovia. It's clear now that the United Methodist Church have accepted gay rights. Why it's true it have been separation what it is the bishop, but for the fact that the book of discipline is saying that marriage now is not a sacrament any longer, but it's a appreciation of almost between two persons, a powerful and I don't think we as people that want to get married you should go on up because if you tell me that I'm going to the church and say a gay bishop, a gay pastor to marry me, I don't know what we are living. So our young people are be very careful in our marriage church because now gays and both pastors all all around the place now. So we tell some of the people why you not married to back up. I think you make your point. So far, you haven't given a game point. I haven't invested in a better spinner. Why you said now that part of the recent practice? I think the boss will get me a game point. I want to thank the boss. Thank you for coming to here. For spreading this information, for making us to understand what the United Nations is doing. I think they are providing sanity, they are shielding their deeds.
Thanks so kindly. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Julius.
Yeah.
My name is Alcima Brooklyn, and I call from the New Georgia United Methodist Church.
Go ahead, sir.
I think it's disappointing to listen to a counselor, Mother Wisha, who I just listened to, who's a lawyer. Can you imagine people suspending people without any reference to the book of discipline that govern our church? This is dangerous for our church. Very much dangerous. I stop there.
Okay. Thanks so kindly. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is Jose. I'm calling you from Cowardice.
Go ahead.
The Afghan, the East. Let me commend your skill guest. No, Julius. Now they just wanted to be diplomatic. But what the young man has said, all is true. We need to can't sugarcoat anything here. All is true. Because he's focused, so they want to allow him to be part of them, because they want to do a lot of things in there that they didn't want for him to be part of it. Now I'm trying to say what is going on is wrong. I mean, it's right.
Okay.
It's wrong.
Thanks so kindly. Let's squeeze in two more quickly. Our next guests are here. Dr. Artemus Gay, let's hear you.
Thank you, Julius. Let me be quick with this. The Methodist Church is like one of the iconic foundation. The question to those who push GMC, the Global Methodist Church, my question to them, the first question is a legal question. Is the GMC registered in Liberia?
We've not, but we have not talked about GMC business. Though.
It's very important. You know why I said that to you, Julius? Because I'm one of the first person in the church's history as a professor, a PhD holder in the United Methodist Church Circle, trained at Africa University. The reason I asked that question is very important. And my brother, I know boys very well, good man. Does he want to remain a United Methodist or in Liberia? Or do they want to form a new organization with Dr. Kula?
Okay.
Very important.
Okay. Thanks so kindly. Let's take this final one. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Julius.
Yes, quickly.
Good afternoon. I know your voice is kind of low, but I'm alive.
Go ahead, my man. We hearing you.
Oh, but you know communication. You hear me? I hear
my man, go ahead. We ain't got enough time.
Anyway, thank you, Julius, for having me on your platform. Let me say good afternoon to your studio guest. I'm Emmanuel M. Tugba Jr. Well, Julius, I think the United Methodist Church is becoming the seat of Satan.
No, you can't do that one. You be trying to report church.
But the acceptance of gay marriage, Julius, we don't want to, like, you guys want to sport things. Tell someone the truth to the face.
Why you call one sport? But what thing I sport? Have you said the report church? I see you Satan and you.
That would accept gay marriage. Julius, you want to sugarcoat this thing? We shouldn't sugarcoat that. Tell the people to the face so they know that it's wrong. It cannot be accepted. There's the reason why they're going to change the entire Bible. We've got to be careful when they form the Liberian people. They need to be careful with United Methodist Bible. They may try to change a whole lot of things in the Bible, the real Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the stem of Christ and tell these people to forget about what they're bringing to the table.
I got a Bible, the old Bible, and guess on keep. Thanks so kindly. Quickly, 30 seconds.
I want to quickly agree with CRC. You really think the church got to be definite right now? You either be for gay right or you against gay right. What is the impact? Do you even believe that Julius Yenchua doesn't know the part of the law that says so and so action should be taken against somebody? He's only doing it because he's trying to defend this ugly thing they try to introduce to this country, which is wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You cannot. What they are doing is trying to intimidate him. Do not be intimidated. Stand by what you stand for. What in the Bible? You know what I mean? And on this one, there is nothing in the Bible called where you lie. They say you lie. You thought there's anything called tell story in the Bible? You lie.
Okay. Thanks so kindly. We go back to him for 1 minute.
Yeah. So Julia, let me just speak to what Father Gay just said. Father Gay, you are father in the church, and I got a whole lot of respect for. Julius, I'm one person. If I want to walk away, I walk away. I don't know what he called GMC. And they are giving a lot of clue about this new denomination. But I'm saying I'm a United Methodist. And I stand against homosexuality and regionalization. That's all. All the other thing he's talking about, GMC, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what he's talking about. All I'm saying to them is, you have violated my rights and the rights of others. Can you imagine, Julius? Even Dr. Julius Nelson, they have stopped him from registering.
Wow.
Yes. The parliamentarian of the conference. And guess why they silencing? Why they stopping him from registering? Because doing the whole thing, he was just quiet. Why he was so quiet? That all. Why the whole thing are going on, you quiet. So we hold your character. Because you can't tell all why President Bouaga remove you from LU as a president.
Oh?
Yeah. That the thing they board or the ministry writing. Can't tell all why President Bouaga move you from the appointment and appointed new person. Saying you can't tell all, you will hold your character, you will not register. They're silencing everybody. And some of the pastors who want to. But for me, you do not read my letter, all the letter. These are all the letters they suspending pastor. The president for CWA, they suspending. The district returning from where they suspend all the letters. And I just one form of the letter. Say we call you to you are suspended. There's no in the minister they can say we hold your character, but you read it clear. The bishop say you are prohibited from attending the conference. And says Madina here telling me as a born United Methodist my whole life, I commanded the bishop to stop me from going to my inheritance conference only because you don't want to hear my voice.
Okay,
but I'm not taking it. I will not stop there.
Thanks
you
so kindly. Let's take a quick break. Our next guests are already in.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, drive from the Rehab Junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Attention, attention, attention to all lovers of the good things in life. A house is not a home, and a home is the one place where you should feel relaxed and accomplished. Your home should reflect who you are. So, it's time to make that upgrade with minimal damage to your pockets. And I have the perfect solution for you. Home Sweet Home, located on Benson Street, between Center and Buchanan Streets, got you covered. From the kitchen, we have air fryers, juice makers, pressure cookers, freezers of all sizes, and all the modern kitchenwares you can think about. From the bedroom, we have top of the line, exquisite beddings to give you that great night's sleep because you have earned it. And soft, comfortable towels for your bathroom. And in the living room, we have high definition TV sets of all sizes, unique aerial rugs, classy curtains in all the colors you desire, wall paintings of different sizes and colors, furniture, and everything you can think about for the home. All that at unbelievable prices. We even have low voltage, high quality washing machines and dryers to keep your clothes fresh and new at all times. As a bonus, we have fashion accessories for both the young and the old, designer quality bags, hats, and rare jewelries. So if you love yourself, your family, and your home, it's time to treat it right. Visit Home Sweet Home on Benson Street between Center and Buchanan Streets for that needed upgrade. Or you can call them on 0886 834 944 or 0770 581 420. Home Sweet Home, for the love of a classy home.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back. We have some folks from the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications. We have with us the Acting Deputy Minister for Technical Services, Nicholas and Johnson, and the spokesperson, Nathan S. Bienga of the ministry. Let's take this one, Count on Me, by B. Will Smith, as we go on. When your war is falling apart, call me. You can count on me. What a song. B. Will Smith, William Smith, the singer who made Breathe that I've been playing. Boy, it's so good. Instead of complaining, call me. That's what God is saying to you. This song is for somebody out there. You need somebody to talk to, a shoulder to lean on. God is saying you should call on Him. He will be your shoulder. Count on Him. Yeah, we'll take it down. Wednesday, we'll bring you the full song by B. Will Smith. Count on Me. It's on YouTube. Count on Me by B. Will Smith. Bewillsmith. That's B. Will Smith. We have with us Acting Deputy Minister for Technical Services, Nicholas Johnson. Nicholas, welcome to the OK Conversation.
Thank you, Julius.
Why are you acting?
Because the Deputy Minister for Technical Services is currently in the U.S.
You are his assistant
minister.
Okay, good. And we also have Nathan Bienga. Welcome.
Thank you so very much, Julius. I'm so grateful and pleased to be here.
Okay. The Ministry of Transport has been in the news for
Ministry of Post.
Oh, sorry. Why I keep saying transport? Why
that's
is
okay. That transport
anyway, but both of you
in the infrastructure.
Close to each other. Yeah. So but Post and Telecom has been in the news for all kinds of reasons, different things, different allegations, and you have been clarifying. And the clarification itself does not want to clarify, but that's okay. Let's go to the Acting Deputy Minister. Tell us about the administrative issues at the ministry. Are you all on course? Are things going well?
Thank you very much, Julius. And I want to say to those in Radio Land, it's a pleasure being on this show. And I think I'm actually not here so much to clarify, but like you said, administratively, what has been, some of the gains.
Yeah, the man who got to clarify here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's it. At the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, we've made significant gains since our inception, this administration inception. You will come to realize that at the ministry, one big news, let me just, do the bombshell before I even come down with the trickle down effect. Right now, the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication through the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning was able to attract $50 million from the World Bank under the West Africa Regional Digital Integration Project. And I think that's a big deal. We've never had that in a long time. And before I became, an assistant minister at the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, I served as special assistant for pretty close to 8 years there. I served two ministers there, so I know the trend of things. And I would say to you that the WADEP project is a big news coming up, at the Ministry of Post, and that project will seek to address broadband connectivity around the country and build ICT infrastructure. So I think that's a good news. The PPA is going to be in effect next week. The PPA means...
What is PPA?
Yes, technically, the PPA means the Project Preparatory Advance, and that is like 3 million out of the 15 million that the ministry is going to utilize to prepare the project.
Yeah, but let's break this project down. What is it really? What is it supposed to do?
Like I said in the beginning, to increase broadband access.
What is broadband
right
access?
now, internet connectivity, if I should say, right now there are a lot of complaints around the country that, there are areas outside Monrovia that are currently underserved or perhaps unserved. This project is going to address some of those challenges. Right now, the digital sector in Liberia, over time, digitization has been, coming up in silo. Basically, institutions will digitize the system, irrespective of consultation with the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications. So we're trying to kind of synchronize that. We're trying to bring all of the digital systems together under one umbrella to enhance coordination and interoperability. So that's a good news. And under this project...
How long is it supposed to last for? Is
5 years.
Is it free money? Is it a loan? Which one?
It's a loan from the World Bank.
Okay. Now, how does that feed into our mobile phones to connect to internet, all of that?
When you talk about universal access, you talk about internet connectivity challenges, especially with towers and the rest of it. And of recent, you can recall we had this attendance
So
at that major conference?
Is the usage of the 5% discretionary?
I just said what the use of the 5% or what the 5% should be applied to. Paying our international debts, facilitating ICT activities and initiatives, and also in postal related payments.
Okay. We got to make progress. Don't have enough time. What are the prospects for the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications?
Yeah, that's a good one. The Ministry of Post and Telecommunication for 2025 this year, we are hoping to do a number of things like the e-government platform. We are hoping to run a project that will get out of government ministries and agencies that are providing services to the public digitized. Those services are digitized on a platform called the e-government platform. Right now, if you went to www.egovernment or www.eliberia.gov.lr, you will see the e-government platform that has been developed by the ministry. We're going to integrate all of government services on that platform so that we bring the services of government to the people. We're going to have a mobile app that we call the Citizens app, and then you can sit within the comfort of your home or your office, wherever you are, and perhaps do your passport if you want to, or do your vehicle registration if you want to, and birth certificate if you want to. So we're looking towards achieving that, and we are very hopeful that is going to happen because the platform has been built. And then we're also working on the landing of the submarine cable, the second submarine cable, which is going to be a major accomplishment for this government.
How long is it going to take? You're talking about 5-year project. You're starting about a 5-year, 50 million. 5 years, whole 5 years before that.
Julius, it's a process.
But it'll be 5 years before, and you're talking.
You got to congratulate for that effort. It has never happened in the history of Liberia of Ministry of Telecommunication to raise over 50 million. Or 50 million.
That thing alone, man. The major answer that loan, you contract that loan, that the country going to repay that money.
So Julius, let us stick to the relevance of this thing. I agree.
I agree. It's relevant. That's a 5-year window. That's long.
So let us catalog it.
So when you start doing it, we start seeing it, then we can say, yeah, we are hailing it. But now it's still in the formative stages. Whatever doesn't go through.
No. So the point here, Julius, is that I'm not saying that this whole submarine cable is going to happen tomorrow. But Liberia is on a chain with other countries, and this is a West African project. There are a number of countries that have single cable running through, tend to be running on this project. So they all must happen at the same time. The Financial Advisory Service document is going to be validated by the 28th of February, and from there we're going to be moving forward with at least lending the cable. So while it is true that this project is 5 years, some of the activities under the project will not take 5 years to be implemented. Let us take note of some of those things. I agree it's a 5 years project, but some of the activities wouldn't take 5 years.
Okay, this is the OK conversation. We're having two officials of the ministry, the under fire Ministry of Post and Telecommunications. They have been smoked out now by citizen journalists and media institutions. And all of that, it is a good thing to interact with the public. What are you under pressure? You're not under pressure.
Of course, sure.
It's good to interact, so we know. Still, you wanted to say some other things about the prospects?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was talking about the digital forensic laboratory. That's something the public needs to know. Over time, when things happen, people talk about we need forensic.
Wasn't that in which one was set up? Some kind of lab was set up. Was it opposing telecom?
No, not
1 or 2, 3 years ago.
I
know there was some kind of move with, I think, the African something about some kind of lab opposing telecom.
Maybe it has been a long-coming story, but under the budget for last year, the president appropriated some money for the construction of the digital forensic laboratory and the cyber security center,
Okay.
and that has been completed. That's a good news.
It is completed now?
Yes, sure enough. The president is going
Is
to
it functional now, or?
No, not functional. The actual structure is completed.
Okay.
So the next stage is
Just
to get the
Nigeria.
necessary equipment, to operationalize it, and we are hoping that the
Yeah, so
president
and
will
so
launch
it is
that
not
soon.
completed.
And that lab.
No, it is not completed.
No.
The construction
aspect is completed, Julius.
So we were supposed to be clear. The construction
of the facility.
Yeah, but we'll say clear right now. Say
Yeah,
clear,
so
please.
now it
We'll
is
stay
understood.
clear.
Yeah, so
but when you say it is completed, I mean everything inside now
I was
is ready to
saying
be
that-
launched.
Maybe you didn't get me clear,
Uh-huh.
Julius. What I was saying, or what I said earlier,
Yeah.
was that the facility, the construction of the facility has been completed.
Okay, good.
So, and we
I like your your calmness though.
Yeah,
I
thank
like how
you.
you calmly.
Thank you.
Yeah, Julius, as a matter of fact, that lab going to help police investigation.
Yes.
Honestly, it's going to help police investigation to attempt to keep what
The forensic
forensic investigation. As a matter of fact, going to help protect our airspace. Do you know that most of the time people accounts have been hacking like bro? So the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications is thinking far beyond human imagination to ensure that we have like bro being digital.
But and a human being thinking. So how?
Oh yeah, no, so I'm also
no, you human beings.
also,
thinking.
I want to strike a point too. Have you heard about the NAPAS project? This is a project that's going to help or give a perfect location for all of our horses in Liberia. All of our horses are going to be marked postally to ensure that if your brother from America send your package,
They put whole day
No,
marking horses.
no,
We
but-
got
no,
from,
but-
from Ellington to
no, but
you're
Julius,
marking horses.
that project was installed. We raised the project up. The NAPAS project.
But sorry, Nathan. Let me just Julius, you are 100% right.
Yeah,
that
but
this-
I
this
know
has-
that
this has
particular
been
marking horses
a
thing,
long-
Abi.
Yeah, this has
Yeah,
been
but-
a long-standing thing.
Uh-huh.
But the good thing about it is different now. It's different now because we have attracted, a foreign partner that has mapped the entire country, and now where you sit, if you use the Snoop Code app that is going to be launched by the president soon, you can have your own address where you sit. So you wouldn't even be waiting for Ministry of Post to come and give your address. You will have it from the application.
Okay.
It's a citizens app. And then like if you ever travel and use Uber, in other countries, and you get direct.
I could just plug in an address in the UK and go and walk. The map takes me directly to where I'm going.
So the
but you can't do it like
No.
tell you all around.
The Snoop will do it. Okay. Right after the show, we'll show you how to do what you do.
No,
you will get your address.
what's going to happen, Julius? I'm going to. By tomorrow is a holiday. By the day after tomorrow, I'm going to send one of the technicians here. They will give you your unique address here in Liberia.
Okay.
And show you so that we have it mapped. The engineering work is
That
done.
would be good.
Yes.
777-700-995, 555-995. The numbers to call. We're having two officials of the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, acting Deputy Minister for Technical Services Nicholas Johnson and spokesman Nathan Bienga. Let's hear from you, the public. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello, Julius. How are you?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
This is Abdullah Arahim calling from Brazil.
Go ahead.
I listen to the deputy ministers. They're standing very well, and we pray that it happens.
Mm-hmm.
We pray that it happens because what they are saying, it's quite long overdue. Liberia is the first country in Africa to get independent. Other countries have passed that stage. Yes, they have passed that stage. So we pray that it happens for this time around. Yes, I pray for them. God's willing, it will be good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so kindly as well. Let's see. This person says you need to ask them through what means the customer pay their bills for mail conveyance. Is it through bank or is it being paid to contract agents? Do they have running water in the building? Do they have a working email system? Okay, that's what this person wants to know. Jot them down. Let's see who's on this side. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good evening, Judah.
Yes, go ahead.
Is this the okay conversation?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm Lieutenant Sando. I'm calling for the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications. I serve as Director for Telecommunication and also focal pricing on the America Cover Cable Project. So basically what I call to tell you is that the cable project I was spoken of is one that I made done some projects are there done on it. We have had a feasibility study. We have concluded on a lot of aspects of it. We have set up the National Special Project Vehicle, which is the National SPV, and we have the memorandum of understanding with other ISP within the country. So currently we are on the deployment stage. As we speak, we are writing a letter to the Ministry of Internal Affairs to identify the site that the cable will be landing, which is where the government has selected Grand Bassa County for the landing of that cable. What that will do, it will be stretching towards the southeast, and it's still now going towards the north, while coming back to Monrovia to have connectivity with the long cable that we have. So these are processes that the ministry is taking. Not only that,
my man, I think okay now. Let other people too.
It's important for us to tell the GIA forest.
Now you know it's important. Why you thought I was saying?
Yeah, the lab is key, because what will happen if you use digital gadgets and happen to do some criminal activity, the lab can easily investigate that and trace to the doer of the crime.
Thanks so kindly. We'll hold you right there. Let's go international. Who's here? Welcome. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon, Julius. Frank Gibson, I call from Paris.
Go ahead quickly, Frank.
Julius, you guys should sometimes be looking at the live. You went over 5 minutes just now with no sound.
We have our technical people looking at our technical people looking at it.
They gotta be looking. They gotta be looking every now and then. Julius, you know the post telecommunication really is very important. For those of that live in Paris here, it's not easy to post things by post office to Liberia. Each time you go to the post office, they will tell you there is no delivery address. There is no delivery address. It's very important what you guys are saying. Well, it shouldn't be. I hope those are not the people who from the ministry where the
what? The ministry where what?
Boss for them.
That's the ministry they're coming from. The ministry where yeah, what they bought ha buses are looking just when you won't carry things.
Yeah, but I don't know gospel.
No, but the men said they're changing the buses now.
So, gentlemen, okay, you guys should actually work on that team, maybe.
Yeah, they want by the very forced to change it. They can't keep. They got to change it. They ain't got option. Welcome. Let's hear you quickly. You are the final caller. I have to go back to my guest.
Thank you very much, Julius. Well, my name is Andrew Wisse, and I join you from Barnesville. Julius, our people are good at talking, but implementation is one of the major things in our country we really like. Yeah. You know, all of the good things the guys have said in Julius, it is good that it comes to the public hearing to make the Liberian people to know. But we pray that they will be able to implement all of these things, like they address the phone system. And, you know, also want to call the public web ministry to also ensure that the alleyways, the zoning land in this country.
Okay.
So, if Liberia will move forward, we will do the right thing.
Thanks so kindly. If Liberia move forward, do the right thing. We hope to have the minister proper here someday as well. Yeah, there are some questions, some things that need to be asked to him directly. Yeah, you got to tell him. There are certain things someone can talk on behalf of it. We'll give you 1 minute to wrap up, and we'll end up with the.
Yeah, so Julius, just to respond to what someone said about the water system and the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, it's very good. If I can recall, the last person that ever pumped water in that building was the past Minister of Water, Dona. So the system has been down for a very long period of time. So we came at the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication with their leadership, and as we speak currently, the minister have instructed the department, the maintenance department, to ensure that as of next week we have water and soil in our building. Water and soil have never been in our building for a very long period of time. You cannot run a multi-large ministry in this 21st century where you're not focusing on the needs of the people. So that is very wrong. So to close on me, I just want to appreciate you, and I also want to encourage the public or the fourth estate. If you see anything concerning any other institution, it is good you go and clarify or you reach out to get the better information. But sometimes projects run with information and they don't even have the facts. They will just a project that we have documented our possession and we will publish it and we check you can see anything related to that.
On the bus.
But you say the receipt, I have all the receipt. I can see the receipt. It's just one letter from.
How many you say receipt? I get all those stuff. but you think I'll just talk things that I don't know?
Okay, I agree.
Direct question.
I agree. You get it. I get it. So let me close on that. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll finish with you. Go to the.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Julius. I would like to speak to some of the concerns people raised.
Yeah, the news is also you just do it faster.
All right. Basically, with the email system, we are working on that, the whole of government email system, so we are hoping this year we could do that. And in terms of how payments are made, currently we have our counter agent, that you make the payment to, but we are hoping that, in the course of weeks, we will have a bank there. The IB bank will be there, and then the
because that would be better, because if you pay through agents, it is easier for it to be manipulated.
We understand the risks involved, so we are hoping that the bank, because negotiations are done already, to have the bank situated there.
Okay. Thanks so kindly for being here, gentlemen, from Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications. Lawyers were admitted to different bars on today, a whole lot of them. Attorneys at law and all those people. Congratulations to all of you, including Madam Teresa D. Bright, admitted to the Monserrato bar. That's a good thing. Lawyering is a very difficult, tough, but rewarding profession. And every layer, every level of it worth celebration, because that's a small thing you can go through. So congratulations. My name is Julius J. On Wednesday, I will be here again.
News.